One person, one warrior, one freedom fighter who made an unique place in Indian psyche. Girl children born during late 19th century and most part of 20th century were fondly given the illustrious name of Jhansi by their parents. Generally, for many Indians, places names are their surnames. However, for young martyr Lakshmi Bai, rather Manikarnika Tambe, Jhansi became her surname after she left Jhansi permanently. In 1850s, when infernos were raising in entire India against treacherous British or East India Company's rule, one star shone bright and shook British for sure. She is none other than Jhansi ki Rani, fondly called in many parts of India as Jhansi Lakshmi Bai, Jhansi Rani, Rani Lakshmi Bai, and so on. She was one of the leading figures of the Indian Rebellion of 1857 and became a symbol of resistance to the British Raj for Indian nationalists. The story of Jhansi ki Rani reveals how wicked were British, how mean were the English fellows, how they were interfering in the internal issues at every nook and corner of India. The loss of British India rested upon the laws passed by the British Parliament, situated thousands of miles away. Within the princely states, external affairs, defense, and most communications were under British control. The British also exercised a general influence over the state's internal politics, in part through granting or withholding of recognition of individual rulers. Although the appointment of Indians to the Legislative Council was a response to calls after 1857 rebellion, the Indians so appointed in the council were often chosen for their loyalty and far from being representative. The practice of representative government was intended to provide safety walls for the expression of public opinion, which had been so badly misjudged before the rebellion. Rani Lakshmi Bai was born on 19th November 1828 in the town of Varanasi into a Marathi Kharade Brahmin family. She was named Manikarnika Tambe and was affectionately called Manu. and she lost her mother when she was hardly 4 years old. The motherless Manu was more independent in her childhood than others of her age. Her studies included shooting, horsemanship, fencing, and Mallakhamba with her childhood friends Nana Sahib and Tatya Tope. Later, on becoming Rani of Jhansi, she used to exercise at weightlifting, wrestling, and steeplechasing before breakfast. An intelligent and simply dressed woman, she ruled in a business-like manner. At an young age of 14, Manikarnika was married to the Maharaja of Jhansi, Gangadhar Rao Nevalkar, in May 1842, and thereafter she was called Lakshmi Bai according to the traditions. Rani Lakshmi Bai was accustomed to riding on horseback, accompanied by a small escort between the palace and the temple, though sometimes she was carried by palanquin. Her horses included Sarangi, Pavan, and Badal. The Rani Mahal, the palace of Rani Lakshmi Bai, has now been converted into a museum. Rani Lakshmi Bai gave birth to a boy in the year 1851 and was given the name Damodar Rao. However, the young Damodar Rao died within 4 months. Maharaja of Jhansi then adopted a child named Anand Rao, the son of Gangadhar Rao's cousin, and he was renamed as Damodar Rao. Unfortunately, Maharaja of Jhansi died the day after the adoption of the new son. The adoption took place in the presence of British political officer who was given a letter from the Maharaja instructing that the child should be treated with respect and that the government of Jhansi should be given to his widow for her lifetime. After the death of Maharaja of Jhansi in November 1853, and the young Damodar Rao, being an adopted son, the British East India Company under Governor General Lord Dalhousie had applied the doctrine of lapse. That is, he rejected Damodar Rao's claim to the throne and annexed the state of Jhansi to the British territories. When this annexation was informed to Lakshmi Bai, she cried, "I shall not surrender my Jhansi. मैं अपनी झांसी नहीं दूंगी." On 17th June, having left Jhansi, Lakshmi Bai traveled for another 120 kilometers nearly to Gwalior, and in Kota Ki Sarai, near the Phool Bagh, Britishers have killed Lakshmi Bai. She died fighting British. And according to the commander Hughes Rose, Rani Lakshmi Bai is personable, clever, and beautiful. And also, she was written as the most dangerous of all Indian leaders. And she was buried with great ceremony under a tamarind tree under the rock of Gwalior, where she was turned into ashes.